So it's now at the consistency that I want it to be. I put it in the freezer so it speeds up the process. This is what it looks like. I'm going to give it a once over on the lower mode.
1, 2, 3.
Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As a naturally coily hair girl, it can be hard to take care of my hair, and since healthy hair is really important to me, I'll be showing you how I make my really moisturizing hair butter. We're going to be making hair butter. We're making 2 separate butters for each of our hair. For example, I don't like eucalyptus oil scent, and my mom doesn't like overpowering scents, but I do, and she likes eucalyptus oil. So we're making it specifically for our hair type and what we like in our hair and how we like it to feel in our hair.
Yeah, and you don't like mango butter, for example.
But I like cocoa and shea butter.
And I like to have my mango butter and less cocoa butter in my hair.
And I like more shea butter in my hair.
Yeah.
So for my hair butter, I'm going to be using cocoa butter, shea butter, rose water, peppermint oil, vitamin E oil, tea tree oil, and olive oil. And all of that is going to fit in this container that I reused.
Okay. So how much of the things are you going to be using?
Well, I'm using about 4 tablespoons of this, 2 of this, a tablespoon for this, and this.
So for the oils?
Yeah, a few drops of vitamin E oil and a few drops of peppermint oil.
And how much of the rose water are you using?
Oh, about a couple of these.
Okay.
I'm just going to eye it like I usually do when I'm mixing things.
Okay, so you're going to add the rose water. Okay.
But for whoever wants to make it, you can watch along. But I'd recommend waiting until we're finished before you mix, just in case you make any wrong moves.
Okay.
But most of these you can probably find in a local hair shop. If not, you can order it. It's not as expensive to order when you buy the big one.
Okay.
It depends how much you're making.
So we're getting ready?
Yeah.
And to melt the butters, you're going to do...
I'm going to use a hot water melt on the stove.
So a hot water bath, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just need like a metal ball. You put the butters or whatever you're melting in there. Don't mix the oil until it's melted. And then you put it on a pot of hot water while the flame is still up. And you let it melt, you mix it in a bit. And when it's melted, you take it off, you mix the oil in, and then you whip. And we'll show you all of those processes in 3, 2, 1. I've now started the melting process by putting my pan in the pot to melt. We did decide to put Vaseline in there, so it's more moisturizing. And we'll show you when it's melted. It's now melted, so I'm going to add my oils and mix out the last pieces. So the first thing I'm putting in is rose water. And just fill up the lid twice and then pour it in. There should be enough. Next I'm going to put a couple drops of my peppermint oil. Just for the smell. Tea tree oil. Olive oil. And last but not least, vitamin E oil. Now I'm going to mix it up. Now the next time you'll see it starting to be whipped. So I'm putting this paper towel over here so it doesn't splatter everywhere, and I'm going to start whipping. Make sure you put it down before you start the thing, because it's going to start bubbling. So you just want to keep mixing it around. You can use a whisk, but it will take a couple hours. So it's now at the consistency that I want it to be. I put it in the freezer so it speeds up the process. This is what it looks like. I'm going to give it a once over on the lower mode.
Is that creamy enough for you?
Yeah. So I'm going to clean off the whisk bottoms. I'm going to clean off the whisking tool, and then I'm going to pipe it into my container. For the aesthetics of my body butter, I'm going to be piping it into a piping bag, with the piping bag into the container. I made a quick DIY piping bag, so I'm going to put my product in there. So I'm just going to fold it over like this. I'm going to use this, since I have it, as my holding tool. And I'll show you once the piping is done. It did kind of melt, but that's okay. It was very fun for the process. I'm going to just let this cool in the freezer. If you liked today's video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell for future watching. What hair type do you have? Comment down below.
1, 2,